Oh boy, the annual employee engagement survey completion bribe has arrived. My friend just sent me this picture. So they got a coffee mug and a chocolate as a bribe to complete the employee engagement survey. Last year they only had the chocolate, but this year they had to raise the bar because last year chocolate didn't do a good job. People did not want to complete the survey. So HR had to step in because this is typical HR stuff, right? And this is where HR goes so wrong. I always say, use your low completion data because that's real data, not your forced one. And the forced one is when we ask people, we have these KPIs and targets of 90% of completion rate. And I have seen it how it happens in ground level, right? In operation. I've seen HR, managers and leaders herding people into meeting room, forcing them, sit down, complete the survey, standing in the door so you can't even leave the room if you wanted before completing that survey. But guess what happens when we do that to people? When we force them to give information that they don't want to give. You're going to get wrong data because all they're going to do is just click something, yeah, whatever, let me get out of this room. And that's the reason I always say, you know what, a 20% or a 30% completion rate, it's more telling and it's more indicative what is happening in your workforce than a 90% forced incorrect data. Use that 20% low completion rate because this is your annual engagement data. This is your result. Not what you're forcing out of people. And you don't need that, oh, are you happy with the food in the staff content? Nobody cares, right? We just clicked on it, whatever came first. The genuine data is when people don't respond to your request, when only 20 or 30% of your workforce has responded to your request to give me feedback, how you are doing, how you enjoying, not enjoying, etc. And when this happens, it is more valuable than the forced 90%. So work with that because that gives you the opportunity to, you know what, only 20% of people responded. So something clearly is not going well. Then you go into the organization and you show genuine care and ask people, guys, tell me what is going on. Why did you not feel, to complete the survey? And this is when the real work can start, not by using wrong data, using that wrong data that is forced and incorrect, and build strategies and action plan on it going forward for the next year. This is madness. This is madness that we build strategies and action plans on forced incorrect data rather than looking at reality of, you know what, the guys only 10% responded. Be okay with that 10% because that's not the 10% that you're now looking at, but the 90%. And this is where your information is. You can build your strategy on that. You can build your action plan on that. And this is what employers and HR don't get. The solution is in that, not necessarily in the genuine data that you receive. So let this be the year where you send out your annual engagement survey. Remind them maybe once and let it go, let it be. See what you are going to get, because I guarantee you that information is more valuable than the one that your leaders and managers and HR will force out of the workforce. Don't make that mistake over and over and over and over again. Stop bribing people. That's not how you manage people. That's not how you get information out of people.